Africa, the cradle of civilization, holds countless mysteries buried beneath its vast landscapes. But what if one of the greatest secrets is hidden in plain sight? Stories of colossal beings, giants who walked the earth, live on in ancient African legends. But are these myths, or could they be based on reality? From towering ancient structures to enormous footprints and skeletal remains, we dive deep into the question, did giants really exist in Africa? Join us as we uncover startling evidence that could challenge everything you thought you knew about history. Historical accounts of giants. The oldest African civilizations have long spoken of giants. Take the Zulu people, for instance, whose oral history speaks of the Impondo Zankomo, the horned giants said to have roamed southern Africa before humans. The Zulu elders passed down stories of great beings who walked the land, far taller and stronger than any human. But it's not just folklore. Ancient Egyptian texts, such as the Book of the Giants found in the Qumran caves, speak of massive beings that once terrorized the land. These writings describe their incredible strength and vast empires, suggesting that giants may have ruled over parts of Africa in the distant past. Archaeological discoveries. Take a look at the mysterious ruins of Great Zimbabwe. Built with enormous stones weighing several tons each, these walls have stood for centuries. The precision and scale of these structures have baffled archaeologists, leading some to question whether they could have been built by ordinary humans. Were these stones transported by human hands, or could the ancient giants have had a role in their construction? In South Africa's Mpumalanga province, something remarkable was discovered. Footprints embedded in rock, each measuring over 4 feet in length. Scientists estimate these prints to be around 200 million years old, but their origin remains shrouded in mystery. Are they natural formations or the fossilized steps of ancient giants? Geologist. The size and depth of these prints are extraordinary. While some argue they're natural rock formations, others suggest that if these were indeed made by a living being, it would have stood over 20 feet tall. Giant skeletons and skeletal evidence. But the evidence doesn't stop at footprints. In Ethiopia, local archaeologists uncovered a large humanoid skeleton measuring over 12 feet long. Though official reports labeled it as an anomaly, some researchers believe that this was the skeleton of a real African giant. Alternative researcher. Over the years, there have been several reports of giant skeletons being discovered across Africa. However, many of these skeletons seem to vanish mysteriously, with official explanations dismissing them as hoaxes or exaggerations. But can they all really be explained away so easily? In 1936, a group of British archaeologists reportedly discovered the remains of a giant near Lake Victoria. The skeleton was estimated to be over 14 feet tall, but after its discovery, it was swiftly transported away, with no official record of what happened to it. What is being hidden and why? Giants in African mythology and religious texts. Giants don't just exist in historical accounts. They appear prominently in African mythology and even religious texts. The Bible refers to the Nephilim, a race of giants that existed before the Great Flood. Could Africa have been one of their homes? In Ethiopian Christianity, the Kebra Nagast speaks of the Nephilim as divine beings who interacted with humans. Similarly, African legends across multiple tribes, like the Maasai and the Dogon, speak of ancient giants who lived harmoniously or even ruled over humans. Could these stories have a common origin in actual historical events? Scientific analysis and theories. But what does science say about giants? Skeptics argue that the lack of widely recognized fossil evidence makes the existence of giants unlikely. However, alternative theories have surfaced. Paleoanthropologist. While there's no mainstream evidence of giants, it's possible that human gigantism, a rare genetic condition, may have inspired these myths. But that doesn't explain the massive structures or the consistent reports of multiple giant beings. Some theorists believe that these giants were part of an extinct species of early humans, perhaps a parallel evolutionary branch that grew to enormous sizes. Others even suggest extraterrestrial involvement, pointing to advanced knowledge used in building these massive stone structures. Final thoughts and speculation. Giants in Africa, were they real titans who walked the earth, their bones and legacy buried beneath layers of history? Or are these simply legends, passed down to explain the extraordinary feats of ancient civilizations? The evidence is mounting, but the answer remains elusive. As we continue to uncover ancient ruins, unexplained footprints, and fossilized remains, perhaps the giants aren't just myths, but part of a forgotten chapter of African history. What do you believe? Are we on the verge of unearthing the truth about Africa's ancient giants? Subscribe for more untold mysteries and hidden truths of Africa. Do you think giants once roamed this land? Let us know in the comments.